welcome back to the Kick-Ass Relationship Show. And this week is Valentine's week. So we have all kinds of exciting things coming to you, starting with this episode. I have the Aphrodisiac Chef with us again. I think some of you may have met her before, but let me tell you about Amy. This is Amy Reiley, and she's going to be talking about how to make your Valentine's Day dinner a little bit more sensual, a little bit more sexy, a little bit more romantic, but to do it in a really easy way when you're like me and you haven't necessarily planned ahead. So that's what this is. So let me tell you about Amy. She is an American aphrodisiac food authority. She's the author of Romancing the Stove, Eat Cake Naked, Fork Me, Spoon Me, and she was named by Playboy Magazine as one of the foremost educated women in food and wine. So join me in welcoming Amy back to the show. How are you, Amy?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I am great. I
love that introduction. Thank you. That was very fun.
Playboy Magazine, really? We should all.
It doesn't even exist anymore, right? It's only an online thing now.
That's not true. I bought one.
Oh, really?
I bought one recently. I had a friend from a long time ago who was in the hospital, very, very sick, and he couldn't read much and do much. So I'm like, and he didn't want to
get him a Playboy.
Playboy, hello. So yeah,
I thought they went. I thought print was dead for them. That's good. You see, the last time I looked at a newsstand.
You should be looking for more porn magazines, Amy.
Apparently, I should. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so tell us what you got for us.
Okay, so you asked me to come up with some ideas to do a fast and easy Valentine's Day for people who don't plan or just don't feel like doing anything very invested. How's that? I mean, not that you're not invested in the relationship, but after it is a work day this year, so it's totally understandable that you don't want to prepare a 4-course meal after work. That would be crazy. And you'd be eating at midnight.
So many of us were so busy. I mean, we were talking, yes. Amy, we have kids, and my kids are gone now, but I remember those days where we're so busy and we're just trying to have time to brush our teeth with a little bit of energy. So we're talking to all of you because here's why I love Valentine's Day. I know some people say it's a commercial holiday, but for me, it's a reminder. It's a reminder to celebrate. Yes. However you want to do it. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to get crazy. Keep it simple, but make it fun.
Yes, I agree with you. It doesn't have to be a Hallmark holiday. It's just a day to remember. It's just a nice reminder that there is someone special and they occasionally need to be shown that. And it can be rewarding for both of you.
It can. And it should be. It should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You know about me that champagne is my go-to, or sparkling wine. And in fact, today I have another. I think last time I was with you, I had a Sonoma County sparkling wine, so I have another. Okay. That was my choice. I already opened it. I may have started, but I dressed it up. So he's got his fur coat on. It's sexy, right?
It is.
And I should show you what it is because it's one of your neighbors. So I will undress it now.
Okay.
It's an all Chardonnay.
What is it? I've never seen this.
Yeah, it's from Healdsburg, or it's a Russian River. It's specifically a Russian River Valley, 100% Chardonnay sparkling wine.
Okay.
The first time I've tried it.
How is it?
It is delicious, of course, or I wouldn't have shared it.
Well, I have yet to see it. I'm going to be on the lookout.
Excellent. Very good. Yeah, they have, I believe they're Healdsburg based. They have a tasting room in Healdsburg. So.
I don't know.
Neighbor for you.
Something else to explore. That's awesome. Okay.
Yes. All right. So I poured myself a glass already because that's just how I am.
Yes.
I believe in indulgence.
Yes.
But what you can do, you don't just have to have a glass of champagne. Yes, that is a celebratory drink. It is actually an aphrodisiac. You can go on my website, eatsomethingsexy.com, and learn all the fabulous reasons that champagne is an aphrodisiac and why it's actually good for you. It's good for your brain. But let's make it something a little special. All you have to do is take some rose water, which you can purchase anywhere, baking section. of your favorite grocery store. You can actually make it yourself if you have your own organic roses and feel like doing something, yeah, you know, a little more special. You just add a drop of rose water to the champagne. Whoops, I added like 4, but you should have better aim than me or use a dropper. Now you've learned.
Well, now you just need to add some more champagne. That will take
Yeah,
care of that.
you know what? You're so right. That's clearly what I have to do at this point.
Always thinking. It's from the champagne. It helps the brain.
Yes. Thank you. So, and there you have it. Now you have the world's easiest. I call it the world's easiest cocktail. In fact, I put it in one of my cookbooks, and that was the title for the recipe was World's Easiest Champagne Cocktail.
So does it have a little bit of the smell of?
Yes, it now rather than smelling with those typical yeasty aromas, it has some of that, but it also smells like a bouquet of roses, like a good bouquet of roses, like the old-fashioned kind of bouquet of roses when they still had a smell.
Yeah, I love it. So simple. And here's the thing. I love champagne cocktails, but sometimes they're so, like French 75 is always my favorite, but I don't like the sugar.
I know.
So I think that's a fun way to do it, where you're just adding a little bit of,
right,
you know, the scent, a little bit of sexy, and it doesn't add any calories or sugar. So
right, yes, that's true. It's like, it's also probably one of the world's lowest calorie cocktails. I hadn't thought of that. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, well, there you go. Okay, great. What else? What else do you have for us?
Okay, so my other suggestion is, you know, you can get takeout. Go pick up some sushi from the grocery store on the way home, whatever it is, something that you both enjoy, that's easy, but get out the special plates. This is my favorite special plate. Wouldn't it look great with a little sushi across the plate?
Totally.
Just a message of love. I got this last year at Williams-Sonoma. It's a Williams-Sonoma plate.
Darling.
Or, you know, if you want to make it feel like it's a really special occasion, pull out the good china.
Yes.
It's the easiest thing in the world. And yes, you'll have to wash it tomorrow, but whatever. You're going to have a great time, and you're going to push it aside, and you're going to worry about it another day because you're going to run off to the bedroom for more fun.
Yes, I love that. I do. I love to get out. I have my mom's old china.
Mm-hmm.
I break out the silver. I get out our crystal. You know, whatever we have that's kind of the nicer stuff, because I think it changes the feel.
Completely. Even if you're like eating it on the couch, in front of the TV, whatever, it just changes. It changes your mindset. It changes everything. I mean, even just the feel of the plate is different. The sound of a fork on the plate is different. Yes. And it just makes a shift. So
that's exactly it. It's just, again, it's those little tiny, that's what we're about, because, you know, I'm busy, Amy, I know you're busy. So many of my audience is busy. So it's just doing these little things.
Yes.
In relationships that make such a difference and make it fun. So that's what this is all about.
Absolutely. And then I have one more tip, which is if you are going to pick up the takeout, or you can heat up leftovers, whatever it is, make it look a little more special. So for example, I just chopped up a little bit of chives. You can see the color, the vibrancy against the plate. You just sprinkle it on top of whatever you have, you know, your chicken or whatever. You can see it just brightens the plate. And here's the fascinating thing about chives. They're an incredibly nutritious food. They actually have a lot of nutrients that are really good for your sexual health. So, you know, you're boosting your libido while you think you're just trying to make the plate prettier, but they're a good source of vitamin K, vitamin C. Some people believe they can actually help fight colds. They even have some of the minerals that you need for sexual health, like magnesium.
All from a little skinny vegetable.
Yes, that you think is just a garnish. More than just a garnish.
It is, and it's a little special touch that's so easy, like you showed us. Anyone can chop and put it on, and it looks a little bit more fancy, like you're in a nice restaurant.
Yes. So there you have it. There are some suggestions to make things just make that shift. Make it a little bit of a different evening. And, you know, all of these things that I've suggested, they're all aphrodisiacs. They don't really seem like it. It's a very subtle layering of aphrodisiacs. But they are certainly not only helping on the mental level, but they're helping on the physical level. So
there you go. Okay.
yes.
Well, I love it. Thank you so much, Amy.
Oh,
So
you
I'm
bet.
going to have also Amy, like I said, she is a culinary wizard. She has a number of books that I do recommend getting because they're so much fun and they just kind of get you into that right mindset.
Thank
But
you.
I am going to pull out a couple of her recipes and I will have it on my website. So if you want to, if you have the time and you'd like to make something a little bit more exciting, whether it's for Valentine's Day itself or a different day, just go to my website, MidoriVerity.com, look up this interview with Amy. It probably will say something about Valentine's Day, and you can see those recipes there. Also, I will have a link there where you can find more about Amy. But Amy, tell us again where everyone can find you.
Well, you can find me on eatsomething.sexy.com. It's pretty easy to remember. There's a lot of information there about ingredients that are aphrodisiac, as well as some recipes and some other suggestions. You'll find my world's easiest champagne cocktail recipe there, among others. And then you can also find me, of course, with my books. So Fork Me, Spoon Me, Romancing the Stove, and Eat Cake Naked.
There you go. Who wouldn't want that whole trio of books? Right? So let me just tell you a little bit about Amy too. So she and I both know this gentleman named John Charles Bousset, who owns a series of wineries and sparkling champagne palaces all throughout Northern California. And I think in France, he has some too.
Yes, yes.
And I had interviewed Amy, and then I started going to these different wineries, and her books were everywhere. Every single one of his wineries. So you are lucky enough to be up in Sonoma County and Napa County wine tasting. Look for him. You'll see him now that you've met Amy and you've heard her books. You will see them. She is famous up here. So anyway, thank you so much, Amy, for sharing these tips and getting us a little bit more inspired.
Thank you.
Celebrate.
Thanks for having me again. Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, everyone, have a fabulous Valentine's Day. Take care.